Welcome. Happy to see you guys. And we're going to pretend we're starting from the beginning. So let me do the disclaimers. For those who listen to the recording, do not play this recording while riding in a moving vehicle, while operating equipment or machinery, or at any time that you're engaged in an activity that requires your full attention. This recording is not designed nor intended to diagnose or treat any specific medical, whether physical or psychological condition. For diagnosis and treatment of such conditions, please consult with your chosen healthcare professional. And with that out of the way, let's get right into it. And just let yourself settle in. Kick back, get comfortable, whatever way. By now, you've probably done this once or twice. And so whatever you find comfortable, laying down, reclining, sitting upright, whatever works for you. And begin to give yourself permission to take these next few minutes to just be here, wherever here happens to be for you. And make here a place of comfort and peace. Make here a place that you can imagine yourself where all of that aggravation, that turmoil, that confusion, that swirling, ridiculous life occurrences that you can undoubtedly see on any news feed just doesn't exist right now. This is a time and a place that's just for you. So in your mind's eye, create such a place. And perhaps from past experience, you've already created such a space, a haven. And if you have, you can just find yourself there. And if not, go ahead and create one. It can be as vast as you'd like it to be. And since it is created by you, for you, it can be anywhere, anytime, any place. Anything. Anything that brings you peace of mind. Anything that when you think about it, somewhere inside, you feel a sense of, ah. And let that place be your guide, because there's no aggravation. There's no turmoil. There's no confusion. There's just peace and calm. And having created that space, notice the feeling that comes with that idea. Notice in your body where this feeling resides. Notice a relaxation, a comfort, a tranquility. And let that feeling spread through every part of you. soothing you, comforting you, supporting and sustaining you. And the interesting thing about such an experience is knowing that you created it. And that means that you have the power to create that exact same feeling anytime, any place, regardless of where you are, regardless of whom you're with. And perhaps you can think about the end of your nose, which for most of us is on the front of our face. And you can think about the space there. And think about the space out in front of you that extends beyond that limitation of the end of your nose. And how far that space expands and extends. And then you can think about the space behind you that extends just as far out there into infinity. And then there's the space above you that goes on and on. And if you were outside looking up at the sky, you know that as far as you can see is not nearly as far as this universe extends. It goes on and on and on to who knows where. And to either side, extending outward from each ear, equally, there's an infinite amount of space. And even below your feet, if you're standing on a firm surface, even concrete, or if you're standing on supportive but soft, flexible sand, if you drill down far enough with a powerful enough microscope, you discover that whatever that is down there is made of mostly empty space. And isn't that interesting to think about? That all around you, these concepts of walls and the ground and the ceiling are all made up of mostly empty space. So in reality, we're actually floating in space. And if you drill down even further, you discover that even we are made up of mostly empty space. And that means that we are a part of this vastness, a part of this infinity. And as vast as that space is out there, it's not even close to the amount of space in here, the space within you, the space that you have just created in your imagination. And so while you're there, you can think about all the varied experiences throughout your life, all the challenges, all the things that you overcame that you thought you couldn't, all the changes that you experienced, knowing, of course, that change is inevitable. Everything is temporary. Change happens. Sometimes it's change that we would prefer not. And yet, change it does. And even the uncomfortable bits, you found your way through and became stronger for it. Built your resilience so that you were, maybe by degrees, but better prepared to face the next change that inevitably came along. And as you continued to learn and gain knowledge, you became stronger, more capable of what is to come next. And isn't it interesting that all of those difficulties that you may have thought you could never overcome, in retrospect, don't really seem all that devastating in the scope of the entirety of this parentheses in eternity. So as you consider your experiences and your time in this blue ball in which we float, you might even look forward to what comes next with interest, with curiosity, with the determination to find the humor. The determination to maybe just not quite take so many things so seriously, so personally. There really is no one that is pinpointing you and saying, how can I possibly make this person even more miserable? Nothing can cause you more discomfort than your own thoughts. And knowing that, perhaps it may be comforting to know that the reverse is also true. That you have the ability to guide those thoughts, just as you have created this space, this haven, in whatever way. Noticing now the terrain and the colors, the sounds, the fragrances, the feeling, remembering what it is that brings you comfort, and bringing even more of that into your haven, into this space, so that you can find comfort, regardless of what is going on out there. You can detach just enough and go in there and bring it with you. Carry it everywhere you go. Find the peace, find the humor. And we have all had the experience of laughing at something that maybe we probably shouldn't have laughed at. But it was pretty humorous in the moment. And sometimes even something that didn't seem so at the time, in retrospect, you can look back and say, that was pretty ridiculous. And it doesn't always have to be a belly laugh, although those are certainly healing and helpful. Sometimes it's enough for it to just bring a smile, to bring joy, fulfillment. Enjoyment is not a goal, it's a feeling that accompanies ongoing activity. So find that joy. Rather than wait until close to the end of that parentheses and wish you had done something different, tried something different, gave yourself permission to be joyful right now in this moment, whatever your situation might be. Find something in that experience that helps you to build, helps you to evolve, helps you to grow, helps you to become even more, because they all bring you strength, perhaps physically as well, but most certainly mentally. They all offer you the opportunity to build your resilience so that you're better able to face whatever comes around the next bend. And so it may surprise you now over the course of the coming days and weeks as you face some of the absurdities of life that are inevitably going to show up. And you pause for just a second and maybe just a little smile comes across your face as you notice something humorous, something just rubs up against that funny bone. And in that moment, you can be reassured that you did that you created that feeling, that sensation, that moment. And that expands your knowledge even more about you, about just what you're capable of. So be curious to explore and discover. may even surprise yourself at what you discover. And now hold on to this feeling as you find your way back to here and now, this time, this place. Hold on to this feeling now, and as you move through the remainder of your evening, carry this feeling with you as you lay down to sleep this evening. Decide to create a better experience tomorrow. And then just notice how different you feel. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. The power is yours. Use it wisely. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And bringing this feeling with you, you'll find your way back to here and now, this time and this place. When I reach the number 5, just draw in a deep healing and cleansing breath. And it's a breath of reassurance that you are here, that you are now. And when you open your eyes, you'll notice a difference in how you feel, a difference in how you experience your surroundings and your place within those surroundings. You'll feel stronger and so much better prepared for whatever is to come. 1, 2, finding your way back to here and now. 3, 4, beginning to notice your surroundings, returning to this time and this place, and taking a deep healing and cleansing breath, and with a happy heart, a peaceful mind, and a playful spirit, coming all the way back, let your eyes gently open and welcome back.